Hello, room 10. This is a video of the science lab that was given out on the 14th of April, I believe. It's the one that involves moving shadows. You need a cardboard cutout thing, which I am going to use. Oh, Sheriff Dinosaur. That's right, it's a dinosaur with a sheriff badge and a cowboy hat. He is going to be my shadow creature. I have a light bulb set up behind me, and I'm going to try and do all the steps in case you do not have these things in your home easily accessible to you. So I'm going to hold the paper approximately 2 feet, approximately 60 centimeters away from the light. I'm going to put the dinosaur cardboard cutout about halfway in between, about 30 centimeters. That's give or take right. And on the paper, you can see that it is casting a shadow. Great. We'll move around the... Ooh, yep, still there. We'll move around the light. Continuing to move around the light. Oh man. So much stuff on the floor. Here, it might be harder to see. Oh, there you go. You can see there's still a shadow on the paper. Still a shadow on the paper. Still a shadow on the paper. Can you still see over here? My head is kind of in the way. Still a shadow on the paper. And Sheriff Dinosaur makes it the whole way around. Hooray! Good job, Sheriff Dinosaur. Alright, the next step in the lab. Next step in the lab was either move it closer to or further away. So now that we've gotten that far, you can answer the question: as you moved around the light, did the shadow ever disappear? And how do you know that light travels out from a light source in all directions? Both those are now questions that you should be able to answer. So pause this video and answer them if you have not yet already. Now it's asking me to move the puppet closer to the paper, about 15 centimeters away from the paper. And did the shadow on the paper change? Let's see if the best way to get that onto the video is probably going to be to block lots of stuff. Okay, let's see. So, I think that's a good one. Okay, so you can see my hand. I'm about 30 centimeters away from the paper. I'm about 15 centimeters away from the paper. So, for about 30, about 15, about 30, about 15. The question was, how did the shadow change, I believe was the wording of the question. How did the shadow on the paper change? And if it changed, how did it change? I gave as much detail as I can in that one. Now we need to move it closer to the light, and did the shadow change? And if it changed, how did it change? Oh yeah, and then we'll move it to the left. Okay. So, we still have Sheriff Dinosaur, rah, who is casting a shadow on the paper. As we learned last time, 15 centimeters or so. There we are. 30 centimeters or so. I'm going to move it closer to the light. That would probably look better in a dark room, but not much is in focus. Ooh! Sorry, we'll try again. Let's see if we can force it to focus. Focus on this paper. Or my finger. That'll be fine. My finger? My finger. It's having a hard time focusing. This one might not be the best. Maybe I'll move to the other side. See if that makes things better. Okay. So, that's about 30 centimeters. That's about 15 centimeters. And that's about 15 centimeters away from the bulb. So pretty close to the bulb and farther away from the paper. In the middle, close to the paper. 15, 30, 15. Okay. So with that, you should be able to answer all the questions in the lab. Let's see. Alright, now you're in my shadow. Closer to the light, did the shadow change? And if it changed, how did it change? And in the end, oh yeah, moving it to the left. Okay, so I am going to assume that this is your left. I'm going to assume that this is your left. I'm going to move the Sheriff Dinosaur. He's about in the middle. We'll say you can see that pretty well, hopefully. I'm going to move it to the left. What happened? That's again shadow on. I'm going to move the shadow puppet, the cardboard, to the left. And what happened? And why did that happen? Move the puppet to your left. Did the shadow on the page move? And if it moved, which way did it move? So again, we're assuming that this direction is left. Alright, I hope this helped. Hope you can hear me. I figured out a way to get my camera way out there. So now you can see my classroom instead of... You can see down where I work. Man, things be crazy these days. So, hope you're having fun at home. Thank you for participating in the lab. I will see you guys next week, or see you guys whenever. Goodbye.